Aha, what's poppin', retards? It's Largetrap. This is what we're making today in Adobe After Effects.
Yo!
Wow, looks pretty epic to me. What you're gonna need for this is the Nintendo Super Smash Bros. World of Light official trailer. Whatever fucking footage you want to get beamed. And this video file here, which I made, which will be downloadable from the description of this video. That's probably the most important part, so fucking download it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is drag your Nintendo Super Smash Bros. World of Light official trailer to the New Composition button. This will create a new composition with only that in it. Then you want to drag your, whatever you got getting beamed down into there. Line it up properly. The usual meme format is it goes instead of Sonic getting nuked, I think. But do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Next you're going to grab the beam texture thing that I made and put that on there and rotate and shit so it looks like what you want your beam to look like. And you're probably thinking right now, that looks fucking atrocious. What the fuck, Largetrap? But basically add a glow effect to it and fuck around with the settings. These are the numbers I used, but it'll be different for everybody's project. And that makes it look considerably better. Then you're going to go to the frame where you want the beam to fucking hit and put a position keyframe there. And then go back about 5 frames and put a position keyframe there and drag it far away so it comes in pretty fast. Make sure you enable motion blur because this will look like shit without it. That's taking those 2 little things right there. Make sure you tick those. Make a new black solid and add the lens flare effect. This is the setting I prefer, but you can do whatever you want. Turn the intensity way fucking up and set the layer style to screen. Then basically just keyframe that so it moves across the thing with your beam. That kind of covers up the sharp edge at the start of the beam. And also in the trailer they have kind of bright lens flares at the front, so it just fucking makes sense. Alright, so you're basically done with that part now. You will probably end up fucking around with it a bit more, but it's basically good. So next you're going to want to duplicate your source footage and mask around the fucking pose you want him to be in when the beam hits. Because it's a green screen for me, I'm just going to use Keel 8. Then you're going to take that layer and put it between the beam texture and the lens flare you made, just so it kind of fits in there. Have it start on the frame you want it to start at, and then duplicate that layer. This is kind of the easy way to do this, but it ends up looking pretty good. Give the bottom copy of that layer the effect called scatter. Check the randomize every frame box, set it to horizontal only, and keyframe it to go up from like when it starts to when it ends. Just increase it. Make a mask around that so it's only on the side that you want it to be on. And then go to the one on top of that, just the untouched solid. Give that a mask with a pretty heavy feather and keyframe it so it kind of dissolves part of the side as time goes on. This makes it kind of look like it's turning into dust, which is what you want it to look like. Then give that layer an inner glow and make it kind of dark orange and fuck around with the size and all that shit. And then do the same for the other layer, but leave it kind of the color as the beam, and this will just help like thin out the particles. It looks kind of good. Last thing you're gonna do is pre-compose all your shit. Fucking add a layer split where you want the beam to hit pretty much. Zoom in a little bit, and then keyframe the position just all over the place. You could use a, like, wiggle plugin or something, but I feel like just doing it by hand tends to look better. Make sure you add motion blur, because again, it'll look like shit if you don't. And then, yeah, you're done. Congrats.